when we talk about cancel culture and we talk about hypocrisy, we talk about things that are not as straightforward as some may lead you to believe. It reminds me of this next topic, and that's Popp Hunna, some new artist from Philly, a young dude. I don't know how old he is, but he seems like a youngin. Young dude from, I believe he's from North Philly, came out with this viral song called Adderall Corvette. Is that the name?
Horrible title.
One of the worst titles I've heard of. For real. But I promise you guys, the song is not as trash as the title. That is what I will say. The song is very fun. It's very bouncy. It's a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not vouching for his lyricism, but I think it's a cool song. Yeah, it's a cool song. So with that being said, he just dropped a new song probably late last year with Lil Uzi, right? Lil Uzi was in the video. It was having fun. Dope video, actually. And I really think Uzi went crazy on that song. Like, I like Uzi in that bag where he's just having fun.
He did.
Very bubbly, personality showing. But the news came out that Popp Hunna, again, you guys may never heard of this guy's name, but we're here to enlighten you. He was accused of snitching, not even accused. He apparently snitched. Like, the way rappers say don't snitch, he actually snitched. The only caveat that I will say is that he was 13 or 14 when it happened, right? He was a youngin, and I believe he's still a youngin. I don't even think he's 20. But a lot of criticism was met by him. Thrown his way. Uzi himself was like, yo, oh, you a snitch? Take me off the song that I just blessed you with. I don't even want to be a part of this shit. Take me off, right? Other rappers talking about, oh, nah, see, that's what we can't have. We can't have snitches in rap. And this conversation reminds me, and it really goes down to a convo that I've been wanting to have with you on this show for a very long time. And we've touched on it a little bit with the Tekashi shit, right? But it's more along the lines of, why is there such an obsession with rappers and snitching or not snitching, and how that makes you real or not real? Because over the last couple of months, I've heard a lot of rumblings about other people who have been snitches at labels. I'm not going to name any names, but what I will say is, at Rock Nation, apparently there's this lady who is a confirmed snitch, but she's part of management. She's a part of the CEO group, right? But there's plenty of street artists that have been signed to Rock Nation. So why doesn't the snitching shit carry over to business people, right? Like, because if you're a real artist, right, and you're a dude who really cares about snitching, shouldn't you carry that same energy to the people you're signed with, that you're getting money with at that level? Or why is it that they only care about it at the rapper level? It's like, oh, we don't have a problem with them, but like, if you're a rapper, no, you can't be affiliated with none of that. What do you feel about that, man? Like, first and foremost, do you think that Lil Uzi should have really taken himself off of this song, really been requested to be taken off of this song? And then also the bigger question is, why is it that artists care so much about snitching?
So, thank you for the question. Your host, Your Honor. Thank you for the question. Give me 1 second.
I've been approved by QD for my question asking. Yes.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. The reason I said give me a second is because what I wanted to do was look up the lyrics to Adderall Corvette and his verses. All right. F all the ops for real. Yeah, I'm dissing you. I drop a bag on your head just to get rid of you. I ain't ducking no action. You gonna get rid of who? Me and Tay sliding on dudes, and we got missiles too. All right. So you're saying stuff like that, but then you are a confirmed snitch. It's confirmed. He confirmed it. They had the paperwork on TV. So my thing is, I see both sides of the fence here. So number one, at 13, 14 years old, I think the story is he saw that his man's got shot and killed. And so police took him in, and I guess he told on somebody. I don't know, but that's what I believe is the story.
Yeah, that's the story. Yeah,
so
his man's got shot and killed, right? And he basically offered information to point the police to the right person who did it.
yeah.
By definition of how the rappers say snitching, that's a snitch. You offering information.
Allegedly, you know, I don't know. Allegedly. I mean, but there's paperwork there. But, you know, for me, I'm always like, you know, one thing about hip hop, going back to the whole Tory Lanez word that I use, is, you know, hip hop don't be having forgiveness. Like music in general, you can make a mistake at 9 years old. Like if he snitched at 9 years old, are you going to be like, yo, man, F this dude, he snitched at 9 years old? Like the decision making of a 9-year-old is going to have an impact on your career or how you moving forward. Like you ain't getting no respect for what you did at 9 years old. Like I think there has to be some type of understanding, right? There has to be some type of understanding of somebody. Maybe they had a slip up in judgment. Maybe they were scared. They were terrified. He claimed he was scared. He said that he was terrified. He didn't know what to do. He was never been in that situation before. And so he did what he thought was right at the time that a 13, 14-year-old would do. I'm not about to sit here and excoriate a 13, 14-year-old and hold him accountable for what he did at 13, 14. I did all types of dumbass stuff at 13, 14 years old. I didn't do that, but I did all types of dumb stuff. But then at the same time, when you read his lyrics, it's like if you're gonna really live that street life, then there's codes to the street life. Codes that I don't care about, or maybe you don't care about, or maybe your average Joe don't care about. There's codes. When you start talking about you're gonna pull up on people, you're gonna spin somebody's block, you're talking about you got choppers, like okay, if you're talking about all that and you really gully, you can't break probably the number one code in hip hop, and that's snitching. So I don't feel necessarily bad for him because of his content, right? But I do feel like, you know, with this whole non-snitching thing, like there has to be some type of like at least some type of leniency. Like if he's 9 years old, 10 years old, like so you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, we gotta look, let me
is there some type of like, okay, this person gets a coupon or something? I don't come on.
Let me be more clear. Come on. He was a child. Bro, like you said, like I couldn't even tell you the amount of trouble I got into as a 13-year-old that doesn't make me who I am right now. What the fuck? Like, let's be clear, man. Like, you're a kid. You're doing shit that you probably don't even know why you're doing it. Like, but I think this combo, I'm glad you said that, by the way. But where I've been wanting to take this conversation is somewhere different, which is, you know, in terms of the way hip hop is set up, you know, what I noticed over the years, and this is coming from somebody who loves hip hop. Like, I'm a fan of this shit. I come from it. I used to make music. Like, I love this shit. This is my first genre of music that I love. So, but that doesn't mean hip hop is not exempt from criticism, right? So let's be very clear. But what I notice is that this genre is the only genre in music, period. Go through all of the genres that the artist themselves has to be real. They have to represent every word that they say in their lyrics. It has to be 100% believable. And if you notice, R&B music is not like that. It's performative. It's kind of like movies, right? when if somebody is actually in a movie, when Arnold Schwarzenegger played Terminator, I'm not like, oh fam, that nigga really has a bionic eye in his real eye. Like everything he's saying in the movie, everything he shows, oh, it has to be 100% real. I think there is a performative aspect of music, specifically rap, that no one wants to accept. And that's why when the real street artists talk about, oh, that person ain't real, they're not really living out their real rhymes. Duh! Like, everybody is not street. And just because they're talking about street shit, why do we hold them up to the ideals that hip hop has seemingly placed on everybody who is in the genre? You don't have to be this real one, this dude who commits crimes, right, for survival and really be all the things that they want to glorify and make you a part of that culture. Like that's my biggest thing is, why do we put those? I say we, I mean like we all are a part of this. Why do we put these expectations on every single hip hop artist that they must be 100% real in everything that they're saying? Why is that? Like, you don't think that's weird that hip hop is the only genre that really does that?
Well, I mean, that's true. It's true. I just think, like, going back to what I was saying earlier, where, yeah, I think, do I think if right now Kanye West snitched on somebody, hip hop street people are going to be like, we can't rock with you, Kanye West, you snitch. Do you know Kanye was wearing a MAGA hat? Like, he was still on 2 Chainz album. He was still on Playboy Cardi's album. You know why? Because Kanye don't talk about shooting people in his music. Because Kanye don't talk about, oh man, I spin the block on his music. Like, at the end of the day, I'm with you. I understand, like, that hip hop artists are held to a certain standard, but you have to remember that's the street hip hop artists. That's the people that are over here talking about shooting people. Now, the other artist, Blake Shelton, could snitch on somebody right now, and his record sales will still be the same. Like, Miranda Lambert can walk to the police right now and say Kelly Clarkson shot me, and nobody would care.
I feel you, but here's the thing. There's street artists who are also in R&B. There's street artists that are in every other genre too. Like, have you heard the stories about Keith Sweat? They say Keith Sweat was a goon, like a straight up. He was harder than all of these rappers.
Jaheim will punch me in the face right now. Jaheim will punch most people in the world. No, you see, Jaheim's a big ass dude. Like
Jodeci, them dudes in Jodeci. Real street dudes, but they happen to sing R&B. Am I taking every word that they put out in their R&B love songs super to the T? No. Like,
but if they talk about stuff like remember, like, it's one thing you can get away with. Hip hop has shown you can get away with stuff, right? Hip hop has shown you don't got to wear baggy clothes no more. Like Young Thug wore a dress. Every single hip hop street artist still wants to work with Young Thug. They don't care. But snitching to hip hop people is at the highest. That's like the biggest sin, like, to them in hip hop.
But what I'm challenging, and I'm not a street dude. You're not a street dude. Is probably mad people who listen to our show who are not street. So we will probably never understand. But I'm just simply asking these questions that, to me, are very confusing. We're not gonna sit here and act like the street rules in hip hop are not confusing and potentially hypocritical in a lot of respects. That's one thing I want us to actually talk about.
Like I said, I'm trying to tell you, every industry has their number one sin. Like, every industry. If I go to the NBA and I do all kinds of stuff, right? They're probably fine with it. But the number one thing in sports you cannot say is you are a cheater. If they call you a cheater, you can be blackballed. If they call you a gambler, you can be blackballed. If I go to the fashion industry and you do certain things there, they have their number one sins. Hip hop, street hip hop in particular, has his number one sin. That is snitching. You can't get mad at it because every single industry has their number one sin that gets you blackballed. The acting community. There's things. Did you know Whoopi Goldberg is blackballed? Did you know that from Hollywood? She's blackballed for something she did.
What the hell did Whoopi do?
I don't know what the hell Whoopi Goldberg. But have you seen Whoopi on a movie? She said she's been blackballed. So every industry has their.
So has Monique. Monique says she's been blackballed.
Monique has been blackballed. But here's the thing I do want to say. I think a lot of people on social media, they run with how the problem is social media to me. Social media runs with what hip hop people say. Social media runs with what Meek Mill, all these street people say, and then they're the ones that are saying, you snitch. Oh, I can't run with you. You snitch. Hip hop ain't the world. Like street hip hop makes people that are as street as the people that hip hop people claim to be make up 1% of the world. 1%.
Right, exactly.
The thing that the hip hop can be saying no snitch, no snitch, no snitch, but majority of the world don't go by hip hop laws. Like they don't go by hip hop laws. So social media, all you social media users that are over here talking about I'm blackball Popp Hunna too. Be your own person. You not Meek Mill. Like you not all these street people. Like for all these people that think hip hop laws are what human beings to live by, that's not facts. That's not true. Like, nobody lives by hip hop laws. Like
I 100%. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. And then also just like to cap this combo off, I will legitimately say this dude's career is in jeopardy because of something that it just started. His career just started. He just started getting popping, right? Sort of. His career is now in limbo because if he is a street artist like he claims to be, and these street dudes who he wants to collaborate with are now understanding that's who he was at age 14, you better believe it's going to be hard for him to really be accepted in the culture in which he seemingly is trying to navigate through right now. It's going to be difficult. By the laws of street hip hop, the laws that are in place, the 10 hip hop commandments. One of them, if not half of them, are related to snitching.
It's going to be hard to work with the Lil Uzi Verts of the world, the Babies of the world, the all those people of the world. But I mean, I'm sure he can work with Bad Bunny, or he can work with somebody. He can work with Kanye or somebody who don't care about it. But I mean. It's really when this is what you call character assassination. Like when think about hip hop. I don't want to keep this going, but this is interesting. Think about hip hop and all of the accusations and all of the things that people have said about our favorite rappers, right? In the past. Jay-Z outed Prodigy, rest in peace, Prodigy. Jay-Z outed him on stage, said he was a ballerina, and he had pictures. You a ballerina, I got pictures I can show you, or whatever he said on there. Cameron was outed. They try to say that he was snitching. They try to say, allegedly. The Game was outed for being a stripper and being on Change of Heart. The Game got clout. Prodigy got respect. Keep going. Who else was outed? Rick Ross, the biggest boss in the game, was outed for being a CO. They trying to out Drake for being some actor that is not about that life or whatever. Everybody has something attached to this.
With the blackface. Drake with the blackface shit.
Drake with blackface. You can say Drake with blackface. You can say keep going. Nicki Minaj's body is not hers. 21 Savage really ain't from Atlanta. He's from the UK. Everybody, Tyga was on MTV being a fake hip hop rapper. Tyga's broke. Like Everybody has something attached to them that you can claim should have been blackballed. Rick Ross, they claim it was a CO, a correctional officer.
No. But see, you know, a lot of these situations, if not all of them, they're not even speculation. These are confirmed.
Confirmed.
Rick Ross confirmed it was a picture. It was real. He was a CEO. It ain't no freaking debate. Like, we're not debating whether or not he was a CEO. We're debating whether or not we should care that he was a CEO.
Has Rick Ross had a successful career? If anything, Rick Ross got more popular. He got 100%. More popular. So it's like all these people that want to be like, yo, oh my God, these rules, blackball this, blackball that. Your favorite rapper more than likely has something on them that will look bad.
And you know what? We shall see, in a way to round this conversation out, we shall see how the Tory Lanez situation unfolds. At the end of the day, we shall see what happens with Popp Hunna. Maybe not even at the end of the day. We might even find out next week. Like, because I don't even know. Listen, this is pretty bad. I'm sorry. Like, this is one of the worst snitching joints that I've heard in a minute. Like,
I think snitching is a popular topic right now. So it is. It was bad timing. It was very bad timing. Who outed him? Who the hell found that? Hey man,
bro, I don't know, man.
Bro, you can end somebody's career by just having public records, like, bro. All right, let me get on this U.S. Department.
Hey yo, at one point or at some point, they're gonna start getting illegal public records. Because, you know, like right now, if you go to court, you can get that record. That's a public record. Now, wait till they start getting wait till they start getting rappers' medical histories. They might find out somebody got hip replacement. Oh, what? Yo, 50 Cent had 2 hip replacements. Oh, he ain't.
I was going to say one of the biggest ones that people don't talk about. 50 Cent. They claim 50 Cent was a snitch. They claim that he was dropping dimes, right? 50 Cent. Like,
that's true. That's true. Murder Inc. and them. That was.
This is getting out of hand, man. This is getting crazy.
Bro, listen. I don't give a fuck about this snitching shit. I really don't. And that's how I want to end the conversation off. I personally don't care who's a snitch and who's not. I'm just being 100% real. I'm not getting caught up in that street shit because I'm not in the streets, nor do I ever claim to be in the streets. So y'all rappers don't have to make me believe the shit you want me to believe. I'm choosing not to believe this shit.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is, if you talking that talk, if you talking like you really about that life, make sure you don't snitch, because that is like that's bad.
It's sad that you have to make that PSA.
You really about that life? Don't talk about. Don't snitch. That's it.
Yo, bro, let's move on, man. Let's move on.
I think so.